is Katie Butler. I am a fourth year health science student at Western University. I'm currently studying online, so I am at home in Windsor, Ontario right now for the weekend when I'm recording this. I went to Rwanda with Professor Henri Boy's Rwanda course in the summer after my second year of university. So that was almost a whole 2 years ago now, which is crazy because it just feels like I was just there the other day. But at the same time, so much has changed since that course. My experience in Rwanda was amazing. It was my first time ever having gone over the Atlantic. It was my first time traveling for so long and without my family. It really was an opportunity for me to grow as an individual and become more independent and to learn about myself and who I am in isolation from my family, while at the same time, I've never had an experience that was so focused on community and togetherness and teamwork. I had always considered myself to be a leadership type or just someone who couldn't work under a boss, maybe. Someone who was very motivated but liked to do their own thing. And this experience gave me a whole new perspective on like the pluses, the benefits of teamwork, how great it is to be part of a community, how much grassroots organizations are so important, why engaging the beneficiary in programs is so important, the key of bottom up versus top down approaches. And it's really guided my studies since. After having gone on the experience, I went on to do the Western Heads East program, doing community health program planning in a summer internship last summer. And that was on a remote basis due to COVID, but still, again, working with Rwandan partners, I got that sense of community and the importance of giving back and mutual understanding and doing what you can to help the collective. And that was something that was just as rewarding.
Hi, my name is Misha. I went to Rwanda in 2016 and then again in 2019 as the teaching assistant. I did my undergraduate degree at the School for Advanced Studies in the Arts and Humanities and English Language and Literature with a minor in Transitional Justice and Post-Conflict Reconstruction. I recently just finished an internship at the Ontario Legislature, and I'm back here at Western as a first-year law student. Rwanda was an incredibly eye-opening experience for me. It really led me to hone in on my interests and let me pursue so many of my passions, including law. I was able to learn and understand humanity and truly begin my intercultural competence journey. Some of my favorite memories were helping out at the Centre Marembo, where we were able to develop one-on-one sustainable programming. It was essential that we didn't just come in and impose our beliefs and teachings, but rather we were able to work collaboratively with the other instructors and directors to find the best solutions, especially long-term solutions. It was a really great opportunity, and the best opportunity was being able to gain an exceptional mentor in Professor Henri Boy. The course spent a lot of time learning about the concept of Ubuntu during the course, which is a Bantu philosophical term that translates to I am because you are, which is essentially a concept of mutual human kindness. Ubuntu is not something that any of us could have just studied and moved on from. It was something that we really needed to experience to capture its true meaning. Rwanda will always hold a special place in my heart. I was able to join together with colleagues and friends to create our own unique story with our own aspirations and passions, and every time a group goes to Rwanda, they do something completely different. It was incredible being able to work with such a strong collective of people that want to do good for others, especially for their communities. If Ubuntu is about being a better version of yourself, for mutual growth, and for the benefit of the collective, I truly hope to continue to utilize these values in my life, and I can absolutely attribute them all to this fantastic course.
My name is Eva, and I went to Rwanda in 2019 as a part of Professor Henri Boy's Community Engaged Learning course, Rwanda, Culture, Society and Reconstruction. I took part in this course in the summer after my second year of my undergrad, and I'm now in my fourth and my final year of university pursuing my Bachelor of Health Sciences. This course really shaped a lot of the extracurricular activities that I took part in throughout my undergrad. For example, I took part in an internship with partners in Rwanda, and then I was an international learning ambassador. But more importantly, this class really enhanced my cultural curiosity and gave me a deeper understanding of intercultural engagement and the importance of community. One of my favorite things about this course was the relationships that I built due to it. For example, I became really close with the people that I went on the trip with, but I was also able to build meaningful connections with many of the people that I worked with in Rwanda, who I still keep in touch with to this day. Overall, this really enhanced my university experience and was one of the best parts of it, and I'm super grateful for this experience.
It's hard to describe in 2 minutes why Rwanda was such an important experience to me, but I think it really was the perfect way to conclude my political science education. There's only so much you can learn about the world and about how international engagement works on the paper, and being able to actually set foot in a place that you've learned about for a whole semester and start working with inspiring individuals in the community to create change and get a sense of how you can be involved and how really all you need to make a difference, a really big difference in someone's life, is putting in hard work. And that is something that I'm going to be taking with me into my future career. I'm now back at Western studying law, and the Rwanda experience is always coming back to me in terms of considering how I can get involved in my community, what kind of law I can get into even on an international level. In terms of what I enjoyed most about being there, I think there's this almost overwhelming sense of just warmth and love and fun that you have, not just for the people you're with, but for the people you work with there. And being able to be welcomed by so many people and have so many people excited that you're there and willing to share with you, their interesting food, culture, experiences. It made it a really welcoming space. And as someone who wants to get internationally engaged as many times as I can in my life and trying to make a difference on that level, it was a really great first experience. And I think anyone who hasn't stepped outside or hasn't been somewhere like that and stepped outside, I would say, their comfort zone, I think this is a fantastic way to do it.
Hello, my name is Veronica Botnick, and I'm in my 4th year of MIT in Sasa. I went to Rwanda during the summer of 2019 from May to June. While in Rwanda, I was placed at Les Enfants de Dieu with 2 other classmates, which I am so happy I can now call my friends, Mickey and Kayla. Les Enfants de Dieu is a nonprofit organization that focuses on rehabilitating street boys back into society and with their families. Even the very name of the organization, Les Enfants de Dieu, promotes this overall ideology of open-mindedness, patience, perspective, and understanding reflected in all of Rwanda. Right from the get-go, the boys in the center are no longer defined simply as street boys, but as children of God and equally as valued as any other member of society. This was an idea that was really emphasized by one of the teachers there, Gratien. First of all, he was just an amazing teacher, and I wish I had someone like him growing up. Second, he was a very fun person and overall great friend. When asked about why and how he was so passionate about the center, he explained that there needed to be this reframing of how we view society. Instead of punishing or looking down upon parents who might have abandoned their children or dismissing a street boy for being homeless and stealing, we have to take a step back and reflect and think about what we can do as a society to prevent these behaviors from repeating themselves. This is something that has stayed with me every single day for the past year, and I've been really evaluating myself how effective really is shame and punishment when we should be working together as a community to reach this overall goal of equity and equality. To switch gears a little bit, my favorite memory would be dancing with the boys at the center. There were obviously some language barriers, and as corny as this sounds, dance was our shared language. All it took was someone to start rapping for all the kids to start cheering on each other and dancing in a circle. They encouraged the three of us to dance, and all of a sudden I gained this energy of a 12-year-old with absolutely zero fear and 100% confidence. This mutual support was also seen in the classroom, which I think the teacher Gracian was a huge part of, and I hope to take this confidence and mutual encouragement with me for the rest of my life.